Hello, Jan here from Into the Woods, and I've woken up to the most beautiful, warm, sunny September day, and that's perfect for what I have planned for today. I'm going to make a wreath, a willow wreath, and the reason is a sad thing that I want to share with you because it affects all of us. Tomorrow is the 7th of September, Monday the 7th of September, and it's the start of the Extinction Rebellion, when people all across the globe come together to express their concern, their fears, and their hopes that we can change the path that we're on, the climatic disaster that is looming for us, and the loss of diversity, of biodiversity, the ecological disaster that is just around the corner if we don't get our act together. So I have here something that I've copied down off the internet so I don't get this wrong. To rebel against the world's governments for their criminal inaction on the climate and ecological crisis. And Extinction Rebellion UK is having a 2-week action in London starting tomorrow. And there's been a call out for people to make wreaths to lay at the cenotaph. The cenotaph is where we as a nation go to express our national grief. So I've agreed to make a wreath. This is my task. This is a way that I can state my feelings on this matter. So I'm ready now to make a start. I need some willow. I've never actually made a willow wreath before, and I went back to my book, Willow by Jenny Crisp, my basket making heroine, and she did not let me down. There is a project in the book of how to make a willow wreath, which I'm following. So I need some rods that are about 7 foot long, and I could have taken these from my garden, but I decided that for this purpose wild willow is more appropriate. And so I've come to the bottom of this field, which is wet and a bit waterlogged, and there are these beautiful willows growing wild. They're actually a lovely colour, they're a rich plum colour. They're still in the green, they've still got their leaves on, which I would not normally cut them like this. I would wait until the winter when the leaves have fallen off to cut them. But today is the day, so needs must. I'm going to cut some of these now and take them back home and start the project. So while I've been trying to plan my wreath, I've been thinking about what am I doing this for? What's the point? What's the ceremony for? I'm trying to express something, and the mourning ceremony at the cenotaph, it's a symbolic act, and the wreath is a symbol. It's a symbol of emotion, and I've been trying to plan how I'm going to make this to express my feelings, and the more I thought about it, the sadder I've got. This is incredibly sad, and that's not my usual way of dealing with things. I like to be positive, I like to stay positive, I like to feel hope, I like to celebrate, and this has been expressly asked as a symbol of mourning, a symbol of grief. And they also said, let's make these wreaths beautiful and pour the emotion of what we are losing and the love we feel for this planet into these creations. So if I sit and think about that for too long, I'll just sit around and cry. It's too sad. And also sadness for the indigenous people who have fallen, protecting their local ecosystems. However, this is an emergency, and if we had a loved one who was drowning or had been in a terrible accident, we would not sit around making wreaths for them. We would call an ambulance or pull them out of the water and give them mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. And so I've decided to see this wreath more in those terms, in the terms of This is a call to action, to me and to all of us. If we act now, we can do this. We can do this. Really, we can. We have the technology, we have the knowledge. All we need to do is make the commitment. And this is focusing my mind on my behaviour and what I can do. And I'm hoping that this wreath expresses some of the love and the awe and the reverence that I feel for the beauty of this earth, and I hope it can be an inspiration as well as an expression of mourning. So I finished my wreath. It's taken me quite a while. I'm quite pleased with it in the end. It's nowhere near as beautiful as the one in the book, but it was made with my heartfelt intention, and I think there's beauty in that. So I decided in the end, I had all sorts of plans to do lots of symbolism, put words on it, decorate it with feathers and shells and all sorts of ideas, and in the end I decided to just keep it really simple and let the materials speak for themselves. So the beauty of the willow, the different colours, the variety, the richness that is the natural world, and the black plastic single-use refuse bag as a symbol of our actions. Making this wreath has solidified my intent to go to London over the next few weeks and take part in these demonstrations and take my stand.